Welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 170. I am Chris.
I'm Cole.
And together, we are Two Woke Boys.
You ain't black.
Welcome to episode 170 of the Two Woke Boys. We are here, and today is a very special day. It is Halloween on the day of the release.
Yes.
So it's not Halloween yet because we're not recording live, but today is the day that you will go out trick-or-treating. I will be going out trick-or-treating. Do I have kids? No. Will I go as an adult? Yes. I am knocking on doors. I am demanding candy.
Mm-hmm. As a 6'8" man in his 30s.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And here's what's important too. I'm about equity, not equality or whatever the fuck the difference is. Equity means like
equal outcome.
Yeah. So you got to give me. So like, let's say a child comes to your house and is like trick or treat. It's give me candy or whatever, and you give him a couple of pieces of candy. What does that child weigh? Like 40 pounds, 50 pounds. Mm-hmm. I weigh 225 pounds.
Wow.
So you have to give me an amount of candy that is reflective of my weight. So you kind of owe me like the whole bag of candy.
Yeah.
So I might when I say trick or treat, I have this gag that I do that my costume is going to be really funny. I dress like a criminal, right? Mm-hmm. I'm wearing like the mask over my head.
Mask. Yeah.
Ski mask. I have a gun. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure it's a fake prop gun,
yeah,
right?
It's definitely not a very real gun.
Okay.
And I ring your doorbell, but I do the I'm like, hey, open up the fucking door.
Yeah.
You know? And then and I'm like, give me your fucking candy, bitch.
Gun to the face.
Yeah. Gun to their head. I'm like, give me the fucking candy, motherfucker. And it's like a funny bit that I do.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, then I come inside and I take some of your stuff as like a bit.
Yeah.
And
so it's all a bit. It's not an actual armed robbery.
Yeah. No, it's not that.
Okay.
Because it's a trick or treat.
That's your character.
It's a trick.
Your character is an armed robber.
Yeah. See, and I'm doing my bit where I come into your house and I take your TV and I take your stuff.
Oh, okay. You're taking more than candy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm taking the candy too. But, you know, I'm taking whatever else I can get.
Any electronic item within sight.
Yeah. Like purses, bags, safes if they're small enough, I can get them, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, and then, you know, my friend is driving one of those big white vans with like no windows.
Right.
And, you know, he's the engine's like going, you know, the sliding doors open. They're like,
we got the stuff. Go. Yeah.
Then I'm like throwing the stuff in.
And the car's moving as you jump into it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Slam the sliding door.
Yep.
They can't see you because it's a windowless van.
Mm-hmm. Fire a few rounds into the air out of my fake, definitely not real gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trick or treat, baby.
Yeah, I hope that works out for you tonight.
It's pretty fun. You know? Yeah.
What neighborhoods are you going to hit?
No comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably best that you don't.
Yeah, I like to keep it on the sly, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's trick or treat. And like, I'm going to be all over the place, you know? Wherever I was, I'm not there anymore.
Got it.
I'm in the next neighborhood.
Nice.
Yeah.
2 towns over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Now, also something that in addition to armed robberies in character, something else we like to do on Halloween is party, right?
Oh.
We like to go to parties, costume parties.
We're party boys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We love seeing women in their costumes or they're like, I don't know, slutty nurse.
Yeah, whatever you are,
bunny.
Slut it up.
Yeah, slutty doctor, slutty Barbie.
Don't be one of those girls that thinks it's funny to dress like a hot dog that's like not sexy at all. You be a slutty fucking
hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to be a slutty glizzy.
Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. A slutty spider.
Mm-hmm. What if a girl
slutty firefighter?
What if a girl just like shows up in like a regular outfit and you're like, oh, you're like a slutty, like, what is that? Like a slutty college girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, I didn't dress up for Halloween.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
So did you make her feel bad?
Yeah.
She's like, I was just, she's like a nurse, and she just gets off a shift, and you're like, oh, nice.
You're a
nurse.
whore nurse.
Yeah, that's really
She's
hot.
like, this is literally just my work uniform.
Work.
Yeah,
yeah,
from Kaiser Permanente. Yeah,
yeah. We're like, that's cool though. Maybe I need a checkup. Come back to my place with the wax paper on my bed.
Yep.
So,
yeah. So Halloween parties are a good time to shame other people for their costumes. If anyone is wearing any sort of costume that is related to an ethnicity, a religion, any sort of thing that is a different culture, it's important to scream at that person and verify that they have the right to be dressing as that culture.
Yeah.
So like
you can dress as that if you're that.
If you are that.
So it's not a costume. You're just that.
Right.
Like if you're an Indian, you can dress like an Indian.
But, right.
But are you the right Indian? Are you being the wrong one?
Yeah.
You know, because there's more than one Indian.
Yeah, but here's another issue that we frequently come across. What if someone is white passing and they're dressing as some other, like I had a big issue a few years back. I think I've talked about this on the pod, where there was a girl wearing, I saw a white girl wearing a sombrero and like a poncho, a like stereotypical Mexican outfit.
Wow.
And I was like, hey, what the fuck is this? And she's like, I'm Mexican. I'm like, how much? Let me see your papers. You know?
Yeah.
And
show me your papers.
Right.
Nice. Yeah.
And she's like, I don't have papers to show you, but I'm...
Oh, so you're legal.
Right.
You're legal. You don't have legal papers.
Right. Yeah.
So then...
So I'm going to have to call... Well, I didn't call ICE on her. I did threaten to.
Yeah.
I did threaten to.
Yeah.
So I was like, how Mexican are you? She's like, I'm a quarter Mexican. I have a grandparent who's Mexican. And I was like, that's not enough. You are white passing. You have to change that outfit or leave this party. And if you want to change the outfit, like, I'll come in the room with you. If you want to change, you know, I'll be there to make sure that, like, you're safe and
it's gotta be
no
hard
one
to
else
get
is watching.
It's hard to get a poncho off, so you might need help.
Yeah, totally. So these are the issues that we have to deal with sometimes. And I think that's unrelated to the fact that we weren't invited to any Halloween parties this year. Oh, let me rephrase that. At the time of this recording,
which is before Halloween.
Before Halloween, the day before. We have not been invited to any parties. But I know most invitations go out day of.
Sure.
Also,
sometimes, like, while the party's happening.
Yeah. Also,
like when you're like, hey, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, we're at the party. And you're like, what party? And they're like, oh, all right. And they're like, I'll be right there. And you're just there already, like within 2 minutes. And they're like, were you in the driveway of this house? How did you get here so fast? It's like, I'm Batman.
My white unmarked van goes fast.
Yeah, and I'm Batman, which is why I'm dressed like Batman.
Right.
So now if you'll excuse me, I have to go beat up homeless people right after I leave this party.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so party invitations. So yeah, a lot of invitations don't go out till the day of, and sometimes we have to proactively kind of find out where those parties are. But also COVID, you know, we're still in a global pandemic. We haven't said that for a couple months. It feels good to say that again.
They did say that we're not in a global pandemic.
Who fucking said that?
I think the government.
What?
Yeah. I know. I'm pissed too.
It's not a.
We need to still be in it. I think.
I want to be able to still say that.
We should be able to. I mean, people still get sick, so
yeah.
You know, let's just keep doing that forever.
Yeah.
Like wear a mask. You know, scream at people for.
If you don't wear a mask, you're a murderer.
Yeah. Yeah. Get tested. You know. That was my favorite thing.
And post about it and post your negative picture of your negative test. Those are my favorite posts, I think, during the whole COVID era.
Yeah. I love that people left those up, too. If you just scroll down far enough on someone's reel, they'll be like, with them, like...
Bad news, I feel sick. Good news, it's not COVID.
I'm just regular sick.
There's two lines on this test.
Yeah.
Isn't that worthwhile for you to be
just
consuming?
Regular sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, took a STD test, free and clear, ladies. And I'm not that sick, so we can totally do it right now if you want.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not contagious, I know. So.
Yeah, your account is mostly that.
Yeah.
Mostly
it's
just.
mostly I'm not sick, but I'm also ready to go, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. And
Yeah.
also screenshots of your negative STD tests.
Mm-hmm.
And then if there's a positive one, you're like, it was a mistake. I'm going back to retest. Sometimes
they were
there's false
testing
positives.
to see, no, when it said positive, they were testing to see what kind of personality I have.
So that's why it said you were positive for chlamydia?
Yeah. No, it just said positive. I marked out the chlamydia part. It said you're positive. I'm like, I know, I'm very positive. I'm a very positive person.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why you punched a hole in the wall at the clinic after they diagnosed you with chlamydia.
Yeah, and then they gave me these pills I take, but that's, we're not talking about that.
No,
okay?
no,
I'm
yeah,
a
we don't need to
positive
get
person.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
This podcast is all about positivity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we spend an hour every week telling you you're fucking stupid and you need to get your fucking life together, you fucking piece of shit.
Dumb idiot.
Fuck you.
Get your shit together.
You're so
dumb
stupid.
Loser.
We are way smarter
You're
than you.
an idiot.
You will never be as smart as us.
Never, dude.
Go fuck yourself.
We are really smart guys.
Yeah. But at least you're listening to this podcast, which means you're trying to improve. You're not
That's
going to.
self-improvement.
You're not going to.
Self-improvement
This is a
self-improvement
podcast.
Yeah. If you listen to this podcast, you are improving yourself.
Self-improvement books are really in right now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Like I'm reading how to be a better person.
Yeah.
I can't just do that on my own.
Right.
I can't just go, what should I do? And then do that. I need to listen to a guy who is selling a book.
Right. And then you post a picture of that book too.
Yeah, of course. You have to.
And it's like, and then you point to it. It's like how to have empathy. Yeah, I'm reading this book.
And then behind you is like 48 laws of power.
Right. And 48 holes in the wall.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't people hate 48 laws of power? They think it's like manipulative and shitty.
I am unfamiliar with that book, actually.
Okay. So it's like 48 laws of power. There's like these, I don't know, I mean, there's 48 laws of power, and they're basically like describing, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but it was for a while on TikTok. It was like there were people just like reading what they're like, every day for 48 days, I'm going to read one of the 48 laws of power. And, that was like their whole page. They're like YouTube influencers now. But yeah. So
I don't know the 48 laws of power, but what I do know is the 5 love languages. That's the only
we love
scientific study I need to know. And it is scientific, by the way.
Yeah. And
just one guy decided to write a book, and now that's how we have to base everything on.
Yeah.
Which is so cool.
Well, especially if you're a woman.
Yeah.
Women love categorizing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I'm
so unique.
I'm an
because
Aries.
Yeah. And my love language is
physical touch.
Which also does happen to be my love language. And your love language.
Yeah.
I know you're big.
Please physically touch me.
I know you're big into physical touch.
Oh, I love physical touch. Sometimes I'll initiate physical touch,
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, I'm not ready for physical touch. I'm like, I thought you said your fucking love language was physical touch. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And she'll be like, I'm a barista at Starbucks. I'm like, I thought everybody liked physical touch. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I'll leave. Yeah. So
another one of my love languages is receiving gifts. I love how that's one of them.
Yeah.
Because that's a unique kind of quirky quality.
Yeah.
To like when people
give me
you
stuff.
Gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I like prizes.
Yeah. That's not something that everyone likes.
Yeah. Like
that's so unique.
If I go on The Price is Right and I win a car, I actually get a hard on because it's like my love language.
Wow.
To win a car.
Yeah.
You know what I like to do? I like to combine my love languages. I combine receiving gifts with physical touch, where I'm like, please touch my penis.
What's the gift?
You giving me
the gift of
your body.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
See, I look at women as like a gift, and if they
that's how much of a feminist you are.
Yeah. Wow. If they give their gift to me with physical touch, by physically touching me with the gift of their body, then that would be cool. And also, that's quality time.
It is,
which is another love language.
Yeah.
So quality time also important.
Yeah. But you know, it's not a love language. Quantity time.
Yeah, quantity
We've
time.
been over
That's
this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, see, what happens is women want to spend too much quality time with you, which
Right.
is, in fact, quantity time.
Right.
And it's very important that I'm clear about how much time is quality time and then when we're going into quality time.
Yeah.
It's like if you work an hourly job and you're like, I'm in overtime right now, and that's what happens, you know?
Yes.
So, like, the second I bust, we are no longer in quality time.
Yes.
We are in quantity time right after I
Immediately, yeah.
bust. And I'm like, you're going to have to go or else this is going to cost you extra.
Yeah. And you will be sending them a Venmo request for any minute stayed post.
They will
bust.
receive itemized receipts of like my time spent with you.
And your Venmo is public, so they can just look at your profile and see every other woman you've charged for quantity time. Yeah.
They just see like
and you're very
invoices.
detailed.
Yeah, the
in your
invoices are very
descriptions.
deep. I'm a business
It's like
person.
stayed
okay?
26 minutes post bust.
Yeah.
Took one of my White Claws.
Yeah.
And just every
Ate leftover food from my refrigerator.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're very
running a business
detail-oriented
is really
guy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, I'm into bookkeeping. What can I say?
Yeah.
You know? And if you want to itemize receipt, then you know, let's make sure our books match up.
That's right.
But don't look into my books.
Yeah.
I'm like Marty Bird from Ozark.
Okay. Well, I'm like Patrice Kahn Colors from BLM.
Nice.
When she said like requests for them to turn over their finances and reveal their books were racist.
Nice. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's racist that you're asking to look at my BLM books. If you'll excuse me, I'll go to one of the 4 homes I just purchased.
Yes.
That are all on beachfront property and multi-million-dollar properties.
Yeah.
Although you've never heard of me aside from being in charge of some charity thing.
Which is totally not a grift to enrich the founders of the organization.
Yeah. Look, that's what we're doing. We're trying to it's not our thing is not a grift. The Slut Fund is very real.
Yeah.
I can't stress this enough. Any money that comes into the Slut Fund is going right to sluts.
Directly to sluts. Yeah.
Like, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Sluts are getting money.
We've been accused of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things.
So many things. But for that, one, if one, we're sorry, but 2, we didn't
You're
do it.
a lying bitch.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Right.
So
and our
pick
truth
one.
is above your truth.
Yeah.
We've been accused of a lot of things, but something we have not been accused of is not following through on allocating the charitable donations to the right place.
Mm-hmm.
No one has ever said, hey, Chris and Cole, when we gave money to the Slut Fund, you didn't give that money to sluts. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Every last penny.
Yeah. We have nothing.
Yeah.
I'm in debt to sluts.
I'm actually homeless right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's, we're sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
And if there's a woman out there that wants to help Cole.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Let him stay there.
I spent all my rent money on sluts this month.
Mm-hmm.
And first of the month's coming up, and I have no money to pay.
And those sluts.
Yeah.
Terrible. This is a terrible place to be in.
Yeah, it's messed up.
But luckily, it's Halloween, and maybe you can get in on my prank with me,
Yeah, I could use some items.
Yeah.
Some candy.
Oh, yeah. Candy, TVs,
purses, jewelry,
people, whatever you need.
Artwork.
Yeah.
Well, people, I don't know if we want to be kidnapping anyone, but
we're not kidnapping. We're just moving them from one place to
you'll give them back later.
Yeah.
Like Hamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those people are going on a trip with us.
Right.
For a period of time that we determine.
Yeah.
It's like an escape room.
Right. That
but
they
can't escape.
They didn't agree to be a part of.
And
they'll escape eventually.
You can't escape.
They will eventually.
We'll let you out when the escape room is done.
The ransom is, not the ransom, but the payment is made for the escape room retroactively.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to do this escape room.
Yeah.
We're like, well, escape rooms cost money. You got to pay.
Mm-hmm.
How much is your escape room? $25,000.
Normally, people go to an escape room and like they go, "Hey, I want to go in the escape room.
Right.
Let me pay." But that's not that fun.
No.
What if you were taken away to the
Yes.
escape room? How much more immersive is that experience?
so much more.
Yeah. So it's like,
How can you be fully
like a bag is thrown over your head,
right?
wrestled into a car,
Yeah,
and then you just hear go 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 go,
right.
and then you take the bag off their head, and you're like,
They're in a
"Welcome-
dark room, and
Welcome to the escape room."
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, I mean, paying money to go into escape. How are you supposed to take that seriously?
It's a
Because
goof.
at the end of the hour they're going to let you out.
Yeah.
So what's the fun in that?
You can just wait. You can just sit in there and
You can
wait.
just do
They're
nothing.
like, "Oh, you got to figure it out," and it's like, "Let me figure it out. 1 hour from now, you're going to let us out."
Right.
But what if
We kidnap you?
Yeah, and then
And you don't
no,
know when you're gonna get
no
out.
thought of when you're going to get out.
Yeah.
You have no clue.
Right.
That's a much better escape room.
Now just record this video,
Mm-hmm.
and we will send it to your family. Here's today's newspaper. Hold that up
Yeah.
to show proof of life,
Mm-hmm.
and say that Chris and Cole are really nice guys, and they've been treating you really well in
Mm-hmm.
captivity.
You're having fun.
And you will get out as soon as
I wonder
your
how.
family
Yeah.
ponies up.
What if
the-
we
the
started
cash.
doing those on our like Instagram reels? Just daily posts like that. Those
Like-
would crush on Instagram,
Just
don't you think?
Kidnapping people and holding them
Like
hostage.
kidnapping content.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if someone posted like that on a reel and just daily content of like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still here.
Yeah. We
I'm
might.
sure that would like crush the algorithm.
Yeah.
So,
We'd probably go to jail, but
well, sure, but maybe the gram would really get a big
yeah, we had a
boost.
big.
Then when we get in jail, we can do one of those jail TikToks. You ever see those?
Oh yeah, sometimes I do see
There's
those.
people from jail doing TikToks.
Yeah, I don't know how
which-
they're able to do that.
Yeah, you would
Don't they
think
take
it's
their
like-
phone away?
Yeah, and don't they have they have millions of followers, and they're like a celebrity from jail. Like how is that?
I have seen
That
those.
doesn't make sense to
Yeah.
me.
It's strange.
Because wouldn't a warden just possibly? Because this also happens with TikTok. Like if I hang out with someone, then I leave. I open TikTok. I will see TikToks from that person if I was near them.
Right.
So
Right.
if you're like a what's that called? Like a CO at a
Mhm.
what's that? Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, corrections officer. If you're a corrections officer at a jail, you're hanging around those people. So if you're in jail and you have a phone in your butt or whatever, however you're hiding it, I'm assuming it's in your butt, not in a gay way or anything
No.
like that. That's not the thing I think about all the time. Guys shoving phones up their butts.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah. Or doing that.
No. Yeah, I don't shove phones up my butt at
Yeah.
all. And by the way, I do have the biggest phone of the.
You do have
the
yeah,
biggest.
you got the
Max, the Pro
the
Max.
triple X Max. Yeah.
Yeah. And when I go to the Apple store, they're like, "Which phone do you want?" I'm like, "Which one is the girthiest?" And they're like, "Why'd you say it like that?" Like, just give me the girthiest phone you have. Yeah.
They're like, do you mean the biggest? Sure.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Do you sell lube here? And they're like, "What? This is a phone store." I'm like, never mind. I'll just get a phone, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, what was I saying?
Kind of lost track.
I lost track.
Yeah. But I will say this. It's not Halloween yet. Well,
Yeah.
even when this comes out, this comes out in the morning on Tuesday. There's still a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like even you can hear this right now and still invite us to your Halloween party tonight.
Yeah, why don't you hit us up in our DMs and throw us an invite,
Yeah.
you know?
We're
'Cause
not going to do anything. We're not going to do anything weird this time. There's going to be no holes in the wall.
We
There's
are
going to be
gonna-
no harassing people for maybe wearing a culturally insensitive costume.
what if I'm dressed as the Kool-Aid man? Can I punch holes in your wall? Because, I mean, that's kind of part of the costume.
No, you can't punch holes in the wall. You can jump through the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be like, normally, I thought the Kool-Aid man jumped through the wall. He didn't, throw other people through the wall,
Yeah.
you know? It's just not really the Kool-Aid man thing
Right.
to do, is to fight people.
It's like, hey, as long as the wall is getting torn down,
yeah.
that's accurate to the
Yeah,
character.
after I throw a guy through the wall, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, that's not cool, man.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, invite us to your parties. Or don't. We will be there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I feel like it would be much less weird if you just invited us.
It
'Cause
would be
we're
way
showing
less
up
weird.
either way.
yeah, we're coming.
So do you want it to be a whole thing, or do you want to do this the easy way or the hard way?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go to an escape room?
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Invite us to your fucking party.
Yeah. Nice.
God, I'm so sick. I don't remember the last time I've been invited to a Halloween party. It's fucking bullshit.
I know.
And I go there. I mean,
We're just trying to have
and again,
fun.
it's the last time I've been invited to. I still go to a lot of parties.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the last time I haven't proactively just crashed a party on my own. But I go wearing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Oh, who are you? What's that costume? What's that supposed to be? Costume?" They're like, "Yeah, that Futures female shirt and scarf and
They're like,
beanie."
that's funny. You're like
Yeah, that's
some
funny.
male feminist.
Yeah.
It's like,
There's nothing fucking funny about this.
Yeah.
This is who I am. This is not a costume. My culture is not a costume. This is the real me. All right? So if you can't handle me at my... No, if you can't handle me as... What's the phrase? You can't handle me at my worst. You don't
can't.
deserve me as at my best.
Yeah.
But I don't have a worst. I'm always
yeah,
the
you're
best.
always good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't have me at all,
Yeah.
period, because I'm better than you.
Right. The
There,
girl's
how
like,
about that?
okay, well, I never said I wanted you at any stage.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up, bitch. You do want me.
Mhm.
Now let me into your house so I can come into your party. All right? And tell everyone that their costume is problematic. Because I will be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could do an escape room tonight.
Yeah.
Or have an experience like one of the Saw movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's it going to be?
Yeah.
So,
I like
if this
it.
sounds fun to you,
I mean, it sounds fun to me.
hit us up in our DMs and invite us to your parties. We deserve to go.
Yep. We will be there.
Yeah.
So we love that. Halloween parties are fun. It is fun to destroy people's costumes. In the past, we have done that where every year there's an article with new
Prohibited costumes.
Yeah, there's new costumes on it. They're like, how about no? It's usually written by a fat woman, and what's funny is all the costumes that are like a big no are like any funny costume by a guy, you know, like you can't do any of those. And then if they try to discount like if you're doing slutty costume, that's actually bad, right? Because they're like, look, you can't go out looking hot because I look like a potato, all right?
Right.
That's no. In fact, being a potato, pretty funny Halloween costume. That's pretty cool. But
Totally.
don't you dare be Mr. or Mrs. Potato Head because that's fucked up.
Oh, yeah. We're still mad about that.
Yeah. You're just Potato Head, okay?
Yes.
And you better put both genitals on your Potato Head costume
Yeah.
at the same time. And maybe tuck one into the other one for convenience or something.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how that works, but
Yeah.
so that's a good costume.
Yeah. So hit us up. Happy Halloween. But actually, you shouldn't be happy.
And don't go as the slutty green M&M either. You can be a dumpy fat bitch M&M, but not a hot slut M&M.
Unless you are hot.
Yeah. And if you are a hot slut, I won't judge you for dressing hot and slutty as an M&M. And green's my favorite color.
Yeah.
Or whatever color.
But
you're
not
wearing.
because of money. Because we hate capitalism.
Yeah. Capitalism's bad.
But that being said, please give us a shitload of money to our charity, the Slut Fund. And we will use that money to give to sluts and also to end capitalism.
Yeah. Yeah. When we win capitalism, then we get to cancel it.
Yes.
By being like, this is stupid.
Yeah. But after we've already benefited from the system.
Yeah. And then we'll sell T-shirts that say, and capitalism or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's already a shirt that exists. But
$100 a pop.
Yeah.
But they're good shirts. They're nice.
They're Hanes beefy tees. Or whatever you can get in like the 10 packs at Walmart for like $1.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're totally not just drawn on with marker.
Like a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so getting into the stories this week, Matthew Perry's autopsy is complete. Pending toxicology results, medical examiner says. People confirm the Friends actor died on Saturday at age 54. So, let's see. People has confirmed that the LAPD is handling the death investigation. Foul play is not suspected or declined to comment. They declined to comment on what may or may not have been recovered on the scene as the investigation is ongoing. Perry died on Saturday at age 54. The late actor's family commented on the tragic situation in a statement shared with People. We are heartbroken by the tragic loss of our beloved son and brother. Matthew brought so much joy to the world, both as an actor and a friend. You all meant so much to him, and we appreciate the tremendous outpouring of love. So let's see. He drowned in a jacuzzi.
At his house, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He had a bunch of mysterious Batman posts right before he died on his social media.
I did not catch that.
Yeah. He posted like, he kind of was like not posting that much for the last like year or so. And then like the last couple of weeks, it's been like Batman posts. Like he'll be like, he'd write like I got the streets tonight. I'm Matman. And then, yeah, very weird.
Strange.
Then the day before he died, I think he posted a picture of him in the jacuzzi.
Oh.
Yeah. Very weird.
That
weird
is
stuff
troubling.
Weird stuff on his social media, for sure. But
this is illustrious career side. Perry endured a long struggle with addiction. He, at one terrifying point, was taking 55 Vicodin a day and weighed 128 pounds. I didn't know how to stop, he said in his 2022 People cover story.
55 Vicodin a day?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Of reaching a good place in his sobriety, Perry added, I'm most surprised with my resilience, the way that I can bounce back from all this torture and awfulness. So, yeah, they're still uncovering details about what happened, but so sad, obviously. He was such a funny actor on Friends, and if you are a woman out there who is a fan of Friends and you like to throw it on at night as just kind of some comfort TV.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Background noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe 2 a.m. on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
You like watching Friends.
We love that.
And you like the drama of the different, like, love triangles and
like Rachel and Ross.
Right.
Are they going to get together?
Who's hooking up with who?
Get together?
Yeah.
Chandler and what's her name? Courtney Cox. What was her character?
Monica.
Monica. Yeah. Chandler and Monica.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joey and Phoebe.
Right. And a couple other characters, Chris and Cole.
Yeah.
It's like, are Chris and Cole gonna hook up with you?
Every girl in the show.
Or
and the answer is yes.
With you, the listener?
Yeah.
Hot girl listening to my words right now?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to hook up
hot
with you?
girls listening to the show.
Yeah.
So many hot women listening to the show. That's probably, I mean, that's the demographic we were setting out for.
Right.
And
unfortunately, it's not.
It's not quite that.
Quite.
It's kind of weird. I mean, it's like women just don't want to.
Women just don't know what's best for them because, like, they're dumber. And that's why we need this podcast to explain to them what they need to think.
Yeah. And they're not hearing it.
They're not hearing it. So sometimes we have to
go tell them.
We have to go door to door.
Yeah.
I think we're the only podcast that does door to door
podcast. Yeah.
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 Sometimes we just do the podcast. We don't just tell them about the podcast. We do the podcast on their doorstep.
Like we wear a wire like we're like ratting on a mob guy. And then we're just in there doing the pod.
Yeah.
You know. But like the way we wear a wire, it's like it's still this mic, but it's just like strapped around my chest, and this thing is right, like holding it,
right,
wearing it around my neck, like Flava Flav.
Yeah. So again, rest in peace, Matthew Perry. Very tragic story, but let's heal from this together. I know a lot of women are sad about this because they love Friends, and we totally love Friends too. It's our favorite show ever.
Mm-hmm. I did like that show. The show was pretty.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah,
it's like it's like a sitcom. Like they kind of don't really exist anymore,
right?
You know, but it was fine.
Yes, and so let's watch Friends together at, I don't know, 2 a.m. on a Saturday to wind down from the week.
Yep.
And just enjoy all the love stories and maybe even start a love story of our own.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important to do. And other stuff going on. This war is still happening with Israel and Hamas. There's some sad news. Shani Loke, I don't know how you say her name, the 23-year-old kidnapped from music festival in Israel is found dead, Israel says. So this was the woman who, she was at this music festival when Hamas came in and started shooting people and kidnapping people, and she was in that kind of viral video of them like
in the back of a truck.
In the back of a truck, naked, and like being spat on and paraded through the streets to hoots and hollers from the people. And her family was hopeful that she would be alive, but she was found dead. I think they found her skull or something.
Jeez.
So also, I don't think she was German Israeli, so I don't think she even lived there. I think she lived in Germany and was just there for the festival. But she was in Israel, which means colonizer.
Yep.
Which means you can go ahead and do what you need to do, guys.
Yep.
Do what you need to do, Hamas.
Yep.
No peace on stolen land. Open season. Everyone there is a military target.
Yeah. That's what everybody's...
Women, children, the elderly, babies.
Mm-hmm.
They're all colonizers.
Yeah.
Also, they're all white. Even this girl who was like pretty brown looking.
Yeah. Israelis white.
Right. Even the black Ethiopians there, the Ethiopian Jews there, white.
Yeah.
The half of the population who are brown, who fled from the Middle East when they were kicked out in 1948, white.
Yeah.
Jews, white. Muslims, brown.
Mm-hmm.
Muslims, good.
Mm-hmm.
Jews, bad.
Brown, good.
Brown,
white,
good.
bad.
White, bad.
Yeah. That's how we've been conditioned to operate in the United States.
Yes. And it's
that's
good that
how we're doing it.
Right. And again, it's bad to have an American-centric view of the world and kind of push our views over here and like apply them to the rest. Just take the template of like race relations here and just kind of look through the world at that lens, except for this. It totally fits neatly into our little boxes, and it's totally not much more complex than that. And again, over there, it's not
super
people of all
complex.
races are both religions and both people. No,
nope.
They're all, the Jews are white, so they're bad.
Mm-hmm.
The Muslims, the Palestinians are brown, so they're good.
Yeah.
And Hamas, some say they're a terrorist organization. We say they're freedom fighters. So again, it's not a complex situation where we should want what's best for all civilians, and that it's the governments of the respective countries that are kind of causing this war. It's not that.
What it's it seems like everybody's just like war that's happening, but like what would be the
well, people are calling for a cease. There's a lot
ceasefire.
of
Yeah, there's been like protests all over the world
for a ceasefire. Yes, Israel doesn't want to do a ceasefire because Hamas is still holding these hostages. But
which like basically means like genocide, right? To like not right? Is that what Netanyahu's like kind of like we have to erase those people is what he's basically saying?
Well, he's saying some he's saying some pretty wild stuff, and obviously we are anti that. Well, he's saying we need to erase Hamas. Yeah. I don't think he's said like we need to erase Palestinians.
Yeah.
But again, it's It's very black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Israel bad, Palestine good, and Hamas good.
I always wondered why there was like war going on over there all the time when I was like a kid. Never really thought of it that much. And then it's like they literally, I think we said this before on the podcast, they did the odd couple, you get this side, you get this side set up. They partitioned it.
Yes.
Which seems like a pretty weird way to do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, what were they doing before? Like, because that was like in the 40s, right?
Yes.
In the 40s, they took some of Palestine and then made Israel.
The British owned first it was the Ottomans. Well, not first.
What happened to the Ottomans?
And they were just too busy reclining on their Ottoman chairs.
A bunch of fucking lazy people.
Yeah. But in recent history, so in like the past 100 years,
Are Ottomans
the modern day Turkish, but it was the Ottoman Empire. So yeah, in the past 100 years,
is that like across the? Was it?
It's nearby. Yeah, it's nearby. But the Ottoman Empire ruled that land, then the British Empire did, and then in 1948, the UN partitioned it.
So the UN controlled Palestine.
It was called like the British Mandate of Palestine. So the British did before it was partitioned in 1948.
So what happened before that?
Before the Ottomans?
Was there stuff going on during World War II over there that was like part of that?
Somewhat, yeah. Somewhat,
because there was like Germany loses, also Palestine and Israel are a thing we're going to deal with right now.
Well, there was stuff going on, and there were some Jews trying to flee to that land, to what was then Palestine. There were some Jews trying to flee to that land during World War II and before. A lot of them were like kicked out and turned away by the British. They weren't letting them in. And also
because they were fleeing from like Hitler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. Also,
did they go back into Germany?
Yeah, and then a lot of them got killed. Yeah, when they were sent back.
But after
after the war?
Yeah, after the war.
Most of them kind of cleared out, but some stayed.
Man, that's wild. I don't think I would go back.
Yeah.
They'd be like, it's cool now. I'd be like, is it?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of Jews who live in Germany still, and there's been some.
You're not even like allowed to talk about the Holocaust in Germany. I think,
it's kind of weird.
It's like a law thing.
Right.
You can't even.
They have very, very censored speech there.
Yeah.
Which we like censored speech in America.
In the correct way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Right. So we're pro.
We're pro free speech.
Free speech for
speech.
us. Yeah.
Like we're allowed to say whatever we want to say, but when you are like, "Hey, what you're saying is insane," it's like, okay, now you got to be not saying that because that's making what I said look bad.
Right.
So no debating what I said.
Right.
And that's what free speech is all about.
Yes.
I get to say whatever I want, and then you shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Free
See
speech.
how nicely you said that?
Free speech is very nice.
Yeah.
You know? And then if you say something at me, you're a bully, and you must be removed from existence.
Yeah.
That's what happens to you in your speech.
That's right.
Freedom, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah. And if you didn't understand any of that, then you're a fucking idiot who just start the podcast over. Listen again, and maybe you'll have better luck on round 2.
Because this is a news podcast, and we really get into the topics pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And everybody that listens to this show is pretty informed, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is probably the smartest show on YouTube. There's nothing smarter than this show.
No.
This is the smartest fucking show of all time.
That's right. That's right. So again, to clarify our stance here, we want, we're pro-Hamas. We want to free Palestine from the river to the sea, as they say, which totally isn't just a euphemism for calling for destruction of Israel. It means like
why do they say that?
Because that's the whole land. It's the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea.
That's what Israel is?
Yes.
Okay.
So we want to free Palestine from the river to the sea, which means
river?
Jordan River.
Okay.
Which
Jordan
means
River.
there's no Israel.
Named after Michael Jordan?
No.
Oh, okay.
The country of Jordan. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They didn't name the country after Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time.
Maybe they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he is goated.
Right.
Right. That would be sick.
Yeah. Yeah. They should actually change the name of that country to the
Air Jordan.
No, to the Sioux Bird. They should change the
yeah, they should do that.
They should change the name of the country to Bird.
The Bird River.
Yeah, the Bird River.
Sioux Bird River.
Yeah.
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 I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we like saying stuff like from the river to the sea, even though that's kind of a euphemism for destroying a whole country. We like that.
Were they saying that? People have been saying that.
People have been saying that for 75 years. Yeah.
Since they did the partition thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we like saying that. Also, we like saying, because that's totally realistic. It's totally realistic for us to say there shouldn't be Israel anymore. I'm sure
what do they think? What do you do with all that?
The end game of what? It's like I don't know what the end game is, but
it's like both
it sounds
sides
good.
want to genocide the other side.
Well,
kind of, right?
Yeah. Well, the extremes on both sides do.
Because it's like all this is ours. And then the other side's like, no, all of it is ours.
Well,
there's no like the partition thing doesn't.
Well, there have been efforts. There have been efforts on the Israeli side to split things up before, and there was even one Prime Minister, Yitzhak Rabin, I believe, who he was like the most liberal in terms of like, hey, take all this land, we're going to split it up, and then he was assassinated by an extremist Jew, who thought he was being too generous to Palestine.
Jeez.
Yeah.
When was that?
That was a few decades ago.
Okay.
70s, maybe 80s.
How long has Benjamin Netanyahu been?
Well, he's been prime minister like 2 or 3 separate times.
President.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like in office for a while, got voted out, then got voted back in. Yeah.
What happened to the other guy?
They were just voted out. Yeah.
So they had like a Jew Trump guy that they voted out and then voted this guy back in?
Yeah. Well, he's kind of like a Trump type figure over there.
Netanyahu?
Yeah. Very, very polarizing. Half the country really doesn't like him.
Why?
Because they think he's too right wing.
Okay. What is right wing for them?
Like being like a hawk in terms of like
war stuff?
Yeah, war stuff. And
they want, so Netanyahu wants to erase Hamas.
Right. The Which
government. Means going into Palestine to do that, right?
Right. Because they're embedded throughout the Gaza Strip.
So, but what would be what's the alternative?
The alternative is to ceasefire.
Okay.
And to just have things go back to status quo. But then what their side is saying is
was that a status quo though? Is that like, because I mean there's still like was little things going off here and there, right?
Right. The status quo is like occasional peace with like, and then fighting breaks out.
Yeah.
And then it goes
like the good status quo.
Right. So it's a very tense status quo. Volatile.
Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That sucks.
So that's why they're saying that they want to eliminate Hamas, but we like Hamas.
Mm-hmm.
They are freedom fighters.
Yeah.
And we want them.
But let's not forget about how cool Ukraine is.
Yeah, that's
we gotta help
that's important.
Ukraine
yeah, that's important.
Well.
Yeah.
So any money that our country has should just be sent over there as well.
Yeah, all the billions of dollars that we've sent over there has done a lot of good.
That. Send money to a different country.
Yes. Yes. So we don't want this war in Israel to distract from Ukraine.
Mm-hmm. Which is really important.
Yes.
We love that.
To give them, yes,
yeah.
a constant stream of billions of dollars with no end in sight. We want the war to go on forever, kind of like Afghanistan.
Yeah, which is still going on, by the way, I think,
well,
right?
Well,
No,
we did
out
pull out of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
But
I remember that.
Yeah, but after a good 20+ years. And may Ukraine and Russia go on for 22.
Do you remember? I remember when I posted. That was when everybody was like trying to get on a plane. Remember that?
Yeah,
they were like, I posted like on my story. I posted like a little. You remember the plane that was just like loaded with people just like
clinging onto the wings and stuff. Yeah.
So on my Instagram, when that happened, on my, or not me, but ally of the show, Jeff Zinisek's personal Instagram, I posted that photo, and then I did that. You know that "You Found Me" song by who is that?
The Fray.
The Fray. Yeah.
Yeah.
I zoomed in. I did like a screen recording, zoomed in, and then I put a little "Where's Waldo" in that little that big group.
Yeah,
I lost probably 100 followers doing that.
That's pretty out there.
And but then
ally of the show,
a lot
Jeff
of people
Zinisak.
thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But then this lady that like I had never met, but I had like flirted with a couple of times or whatever. She wrote this long, like, "What the fuck, you piece of shit, you're an asshole." And this was literally after her, like, I ghosted her for her. She was like telling me I'm white, so like I'm racist or something. And I was like, this fucking psycho. And then it's just this long thing or whatever. So I screen recorded the conversation, and then I zoomed in on the sentence that she, this big paragraph that she said, "You're a piece of shit. How insensitive are you to make a joke about this kind of thing? You're an asshole and a piece of shit." And I pinch to zoom in, and the period on her last sentence, I hit a little Waldo and played that song over it. And I lost probably another 100 followers.
Wow.
But I did get the most comments in my DMs about how hilarious that was.
Are those still up?
I think it's in my archive. I should post that.
Oh, it's just a story.
It was a story, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was like one of the most like shared stories I've ever done.
Yeah.
And it kind of taught me about comedy stuff that like, okay, a lot of people did not like it, and I did lose a bunch of followers, but I did get more praise through people saying how hilarious it was.
Yes.
But these are things you shouldn't joke about, and fuck you if you make jokes about it.
Yeah, so that's fucked up.
Ally of the show,
Jeff Zinisak
did that. What a jerk.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But
maybe I'll share that again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe, no, I'll try to put it, that archive thing? Maybe I'll put it on there for a limited time, because it's I don't really want that on there.
Right.
As a frequent thing for people to see. But yeah.
Yeah. So we are, apologies for spending all this time on the history of Israel. But speaking of planes, I just wanted to touch on this story quick. Did you hear about the off-duty pilot accused of trying to shut off airliners' engines mid-flight? Said he took magic mushrooms 48 hours before the incident, court documents said. Did you hear about this story?
No.
So there was
a pilot
off-duty flight, like, went into the cockpit and tried to like turn the engine off, which would crash the plane. And then luckily the pilots subdued him and like realized what he was doing. And then they like sent him out. He went back to the plane. And then he said to the flight attendants, like, you better tie me up, or like something bad is going to happen. So he was like losing his mind.
What airline did he fly for?
Alaska.
Okay. I would have guessed a different airline, but okay.
Probably Spirit.
Spirit would have been a guess for sure. Yeah, Spirit would have been the number one guess.
Yeah.
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 That's really fun. Man.
So
damn, Alaska Airlines, that's not good.
Right. So luckily the pilots and flight attendants were able to subdue this guy and calm him down before they made their emergency landing, before he put anyone at danger. But the boys are, he said he took shrooms. The boys are big shroom heads, you know.
Yeah,
we're big into that.
Yeah, we like we're very into like expanding your mind and doing that, freaking out. It's a spiritual journey.
Right. And we handle our shrooms so well, and we have definitely never tried to take down a plane.
No.
When we've been on shrooms.
No.
Just don't look into it.
No, we haven't done that. We haven't tried to turn off a bowling alley, you know, for doing shrooms at a bowling alley and just going nuts and try to go into the pins with your body and then like try to break the machine from the inside. Because you're like, what's in there? And then you go in there and it's like Alice in Wonderland, but like with the bowling, whatever the fuck's going on back there. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Well, you almost found out before you got thrown out of there.
Mm-hmm. Dude, one time when I was in college, we, the fraternity that, not me, ally of the show, Jeff Sinis was in, the fraternity, a rush event we did was bowling. And, you know, we were like fucking around or whatever. And one time, like ball wasn't coming back. We were like, where's my ball? You know, like, whatever, just get another one, throw another one. That ball wouldn't come back. We're like, dude, what the fuck? Throw another one. The bowling alley is like almost run out of balls for us to throw at this point. Like we've thrown so many fucking balls and they are just not coming back.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So then I go to the guy. I go, hey man. And we were like fucking around. We were throwing like 2 at once. We were like doing, you know, long distance shooting 3s from like not on the, like we were being insane.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I'll go tell the bowling guy that we lost several balls, you know? So I go, hey man, there's the ball return thing. It's like not returning the balls, you know? And he's like, how many balls did you lose? I'm like, at least 50. He goes, what the fuck? He literally was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, is that bad? He's like, what? Holy shit. No one's ever said more than like 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's probably like 50 or so in there, I'd say. He goes, God damn it. And then he like goes in there. It takes like over an hour for the guy had to, like the balls go in and then they go up the little, like up the gutter thing back in. The guy had to keep removing panels like closer to the ball return, like where it comes out. He got almost all the way back. It was just like a line of balls.
Wow.
What happened was a pin got in there and just like got stuck and it was like just blocking the ball. So every time another ball went in there, just pushed it a little further forward.
Yeah.
And then he gave me the pin. So I had the pin in my dorm for a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I probably wasn't supposed to keep the pin, but whatevs.
Mm.
But yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, so if you're a woman out there who wants to go bowling with us, take shrooms with us, we promise we will never try to take down a plane and kill 80-something people.
Yeah, that is...
Because we are very peaceful boys. Yeah.
We do know how to fly a plane, though.
Yeah.
So I played that X-Wing versus TIE Fighter computer game, so I'm pretty sure a plane's just like a fake TIE Fighter.
Right.
I can fly a TIE Fighter and an X-Wing, so... And an A-Wing, and a B-Wing, and a TIE Interceptor. So... Boeing 737, fucking probably the same thing.
Yeah.
Cockpit probably looks a little different, you know? I'll get in there. I'll be like, where are the missiles at? Where's the missiles button? They're like, this is a passenger plane. There's no missiles. I'm like, this fucking thing sucks.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just have to throw batteries out of the plane or something. You know?
Yeah.
That would be my next best thing. Because
that
apparently, if you take batteries on a plane, that's like taking a fucking missile.
Yeah. Or throwing steaming hot lattes
off
the plane.
Lattes are coming too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell the flight attendant lady, I'll be like, make us a bunch of lattes.
Yeah. Extra hot.
Yeah. Scalding. That's the level of heat. She's like, there's only one temperature. I'm like, it better be scalding.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you Doesn't it get cold when you throw stuff out of a plane? Like by the time it gets to the ground?
Yeah, I don't think it would still be hot at that point.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, we'll still try.
We'll still try.
Yeah, we're still going to open the door and throw latte out.
Yeah.
I might throw the latte machine out too.
Yeah. But I'm sure we'll have some enemies in the plane that we can
Oh, there's going to be
throw
tons
the
of
lattes
enemies
at.
in the plane.
And it'll still be, it's still hot
it's
in there.
hot in the plane. And then we'll throw you out of the plane
Right.
at whatever we're trying to send a message to.
Yeah. And no, you will not have a parachute.
No. Yeah, we're saving that for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. After we shut the engines off.
Yeah.
Because we're going to coast it.
Yeah.
We're going to go stealth.
We would only do that if we really had to.
Was that what he was trying to do? He was like, yo, go stealth.
He was just
shit
having
off.
like a psychotic breakdown. It looks like, yeah.
Crazy. Why is there no video of that? We got video of that lady. Remember the lady
getting
that was
kicked
like,
off the plane?
that motherfucker's not real. Remember that lady?
Yeah.
Which, hey, if you're out there, crazy lady that doesn't think shit is real, hit me up.
Yeah. Oh my God. She had totally hit us up.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was tight.
Yeah. I'll show you that I'm real.
Yeah, she would point at something on me and say, that motherfucker's not real. And I'd be like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That is. It's very real. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that we should wrap up the show.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to plug?
I don't think so. Follow Ally the Show, Malcolm Kellner online for all his latest shows and everything like that.
Hell yeah. Follow Ally of the Show, Jeff Zinasek, on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and check the bio of his shows, the bio of his Instagram for shows, and there's a mailing list, so sign up for the mailing list if you want me to do shows where you are. Huntsville, Alabama, November 9th through 11th, and Virginia Beach at the Funny Bone, December 1st and 2nd. So come out to those. And then also there's one more show in Thousand Oaks. If you're in Thousand Oaks, November 17th at Eureka Brewing Company. So hit me up with that. And follow the show. Give us 5-star reviews on Instagram, iTunes and Spotify. Share the show with your friends. Donate to the SlutFund. Send us emails to TooWokeBoys@gmail.com. TOO WokeBoys. And yeah, hope you guys have a good week and happy Halloween, right?
Yeah, you have a good week if you invite us to your parties.
Yeah, we'll be there. So we're fucking coming.
Yeah, so see you tonight.
See you we'll see you at the party.
Yeah.
That being said, this has been episode 170 of the Two Woke Boys. I am Chris.
I'm Colt.
And together we are Two
Woke Boys.
Can you